Yo, what is up, guys? And we're about ready to get set for uh All-Star Pro here once again. And we've got a pretty stacked lineup here for the next few shows. I honestly think we could potentially go up to Power of the People. Potentially. I don't know. We'll see. Blood and Bones weigh-ins. We are a lot less in debt than we have been in the past. So there is that. Pretty cool stuff going on. Financially, I think we're one of the best in the company. AFO is also in debt. DWA is also in debt. TWA, they're also in debt. So we're all in debt. VFL has it the worst. I'm gonna change the rules. Okay. Our stability is at 85 with our credibility at 72 now. That's unfortunate. Let's go into the matchmaking. Okie dokie. We are getting set now for Blood and Bones. Matchmaking. Broadcast team. Aiden Jackson. For men and women's spotlight, I think we'll have Aiden Jackson on here as well. Uh, sorry, I'm just changing up some of the pictures. That's my bad. Let's get straight into it now. Blood and bones. You already know the deal. Simulate till we get to the comb. We already know the deal by now. We're simulating the whole show this time around. Um, this is ASP11 Blood and Bones. This is being held in Maryland. The 11th ASP show of 2000 with 6 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Derek DeVille versus Arian Lampert is our main event. Rachel Petty versus Aubrey Anderson is our co-main event. Aeon and Ayers versus Tim King. Anaya Browning versus Evelyn Moore. Shane Backlund versus Bobby Wright. And Amber Long versus Jean Hayes. Let's see how we did. We got a 62% in the critical rating and a 35%, so right at mid-level regional in the commercial rating. Decent, good, decent, poor, good, decent. Popularity does increase in America and in Japan. So yeah, we were gonna hand out the awards, and we got $13,495 in profit. Good stuff there. And Aubrey Anderson sustained a broken nose while fighting, with 4 shows remaining with MAV TV and Wow Wow Media. We're still #1 so far. And we at ASP do have some of the stuff still. Cool beans. Let's take a look at the rankings for the male openweight and female openweight division. Uh, Mid-level regional. Available for hire. Low-level regional, I guess. Stacy Blanchard. Vicky Bellinger. Virginia Mana. Wanda Bales. Victoria Jenkins. Rebecca Cook. Megan Thatcher. We got a mid-level regional. Mid-level regional. Low-level regional. Ben Mitchell. Brant Peak. Brett Abrams. Carl Bristow. Cecil Michaels. Clinton Adamson. Clinton Lebowski. Corey Randleman. Curtis Berkman. Deborah Appleseed. Dolores Rodriguez. Eddie Jocelyn. Eric White. Eugene Aldridge. Fred Kang. Gene Barnum. Gene Patterson. George Rogers. George Vincent. Gerald Ahrens, Gilbert Balch, Gregory Gray, Harvey Goodridge, Howard Allen, Howard Vagon, Jack Caulfield, Jeff Hall, Jerome Crockett, Jesse Roy. Ooh, high-level regional. Jim Alderette, Jim Valentine, Jonathan Bonar, Josephine Kingman, mid-level regional. Lucille Ball, Megan Thatcher, I think, yeah. Patricia Bennettell, high-level regional. Phyllis is also high-level regional. We're getting a lot of high-level regional fighters to potentially sign. Catastrophe Naturel, Stacey Blanchard, already in negotiations. Stacey Bradburn, Terry Gray, high-level regional. Vicky Ballinger, yeah. Victoria Jenkins, yep. Virginia Manna, yep. Wanda Bales, yep. Let's go to matchmaking. To be announced. Okay. Shock and awe. Everybody came back clean at Bloodthirsty. Okay. Avery were the only ones she's seriously considering. Euro Cable Sports, except Alright, Shock and Awe is the women's gold star, and then First Strike is the men's gold star. I'm not sure why it does this. That's kind of weird, but okie dokie. I'm going to be skipping most of this until we go to the final. We go to ASP 12 Shock and Awe. This is being held in Kansas, the 12th ASP show of 2000. We're due to have 7 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Main eventing is the final of the Women's Gold Star. And the co-main event is one of the semi-final fights. We've got Jennifer Abbott versus Gertrude Parker. Dora Lebowski versus Louise Alt. Jackie Ballinger. Sorry. Barbara Perez versus Jackie Ballinger, and Jeanette Guida versus Lydia Barrick. As we now head to the main event. Looks like it's Louise Alt versus Jackie Ballinger facing each other in the finals. Bernard Turkey is our referee. Archer Summers, Alden Adkisson, and Stanley Murphy are the judges. Alt already looks drained. Comes forward trying to get a takedown, doesn't work. Alt looks for a takedown and is successful and gets side control. You're already getting tired, that's unfortunate. We're back underway into round 2. And they're both breathing pretty hard. Having trouble landing jabs and hooks. There's a takedown attempt, and the takedown doesn't work. End of round 2, beginning of round 3. Takedown attempt doesn't work. Another takedown attempt doesn't work. She gets the takedown finally. Ballinger pulls guard. Ballinger ends up inside control. That's the end of round 3. On to round 4. Takedown attempt isn't successful. Takedown attempt from Alt. She gets it. Ballinger sweeps alt. Takedown attempt is not successful. Takedown attempt isn't successful. Another takedown attempt. It's not pretty, but it's successful. Ballinger pulls guard. And Luis Alt wins by unanimous decision. Fight was rated as great. So we got a 69 rating in the critical and just below mid-level regional. And we did gain some popularity everywhere. It wasn't much. 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. But popularity gain is still popularity gain. So I will take that. But give it to these women for going out there and fighting for the amount of times that they did, especially the two fighters at the end. They were pretty tired at the end, which is fair because they were beating the crap out of each other for the whole night. So you got to give it to them. They did great. And sorry. Hopefully we could bring in Aaliyah. The LWA have released a couple of fighters. Lori Berry was released. TWA has removed the women's strawweight division. I'll try and bring in Lori Berry as well. Wow. They try to... Stacy Bradburn is seriously considering us. Josephine Kingman. We're the only one she's considering. Terry Gray. We're the only one offer. Deborah Appleseed. We're the only one. As VFL 3 will be taking place. And as we head into ASP 13 first strike. Terry Gray is somebody to look out for. Bradley Ross is back. Low-level regional. Premier Sports. Ruth Epstein. Ben Hume. Sure, we'll do Roger Mitchell. Catch weight. I don't really want to do rematches just yet. Okie dokie. Heading in. Now we're continuing on, heading into first strike. Multi-advance. Mav TV. Reject. Aubrey Anderson recovers. Bunch of new signings. Lester Appleton. George Vincent rival bid. Let's see. Aiden Addington. He's considering both. Carl Bristow. VFL's going crazy on him. He wants higher pay. Perfect. George Vincent. $1,000 for him as well. Let's go $150 for his bonus as well. Dolores Rodriguez. I'm gonna bring Dolores up to 4,000. Not 40,000, 4,000. Patricia is at high level regional. 4,000 for her as well. I'm gonna bring up the title stuff too. How are we doing on the rankings now? There were some additions to the female openweight rankings. Doesn't look like there was very much, so. ASP 13 first strike. Clean tests for kickstart. Derek Barkley recovers. It's a drug test failure for Amber Long and Browning. Great. Drug tests did not do good for Blood and Bones. Carl Bristow rival bid. We're still the only one he's seriously considering. I'm gonna bring it to 200 for a signing bonus. I don't want to make this all of the contracts have signing bonuses yet, just because we're now finally out of being in debt. I don't want to go back in debt, so I'm just trying to be careful there. More fighters signed for us, so I'm gonna take a look into the rankings. See female open weight rankings. There are two new fighters that joined in to the female open weight. I think there were a couple of changes in the male open weight rankings too. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Matchmaking. Excuse me. I need 2 more catchweight female fights. Vicky Ballinger. We got a low level national. A bunch of low level national fights right here already. We'll put that on the main event too. I think we are definitely good to go there for catchweight 2 especially. Never surrender. Oh wait. Build up men's spotlight as well. Women's spotlight. Well, let's see. Can we bring any ranked female weight fighters into this show? No, it doesn't look like it. We might have to wait. Okay. Sure, we'll do this. We could put this ranked fighter in. And these two ranked fighters against each other. And then ASP 25 Never Surrender. Archie Burnett. Eddie Jocelyn and Ricky Allgood. And then we'll do what is show in January 2001. Week 1. ASP 26 Conquest. In, let's go, yeah, we'll say in Iowa. Advanced Regional. Save. I think I want to do another TV show. ASP. One. And one ASP. Um. Um. What do I want to do? Let's extravaganza, I guess. Let's go numerically with main event name. Add. And then I'll do another one with no special naming. And it'll just be ASP 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 knockout, I guess. Yeah, this will have no special naming. So we'll do our first extravaganza. 2001 January, Friday week 2, that works. Medium regional. Okie dokie. We'll have this one be in Iowa. And for... I'm going to do another extravaganza as well. We'll go Tuesday, week 1, April 2001. Extravaganza 2. TV shows. Extravaganza 2. California. And we'll do ASP Knockout week 3, Monday 2001. Okay, I think I made a mistake. TV shows, knockout, no special naming. Named, I guess. Knockout Warriors. I liked Knockout Warriors. I don't think I'm gonna keep the knockouts thing for very long. I don't think I will. Let's do another catch weight. Week 4. Let's go Sunday, week 4, January 2001. Catch weight 3. Validation. We'll do this in New York. And then we'll go with... Guess we'll go with a second knockout. Week 1, February, Monday, 2001. Knockout All or Nothing. In Georgia. Let's go Tuesday, week 2, February 2001. Women's Spotlight 3. in Washington. And then week 4, February, Sunday, 2001 will be men's Spotlight 3. In North Dakota. For week 3, we'll do Saturday, week 3, February 2001. ASP 27 after shock. In Montana. Good enough. ASP 26 Conquest. That is not going to be our main event. This would be a better main event. We could have that be the co-main event, though. Perfect. Female open weight. Male open weight. Low-level regional. Ugh. Virginia Mana. And Aubrey and Anderson. Extravaganza. Do a one night. I think Extravaganza, what we're going to do here is do one night tournaments and then have the main event. So we'll have the one night tournament co-main event, the finals of the one night tournament co-main event, and then an actual main event will be in place of that, is what I think I'm going to do. So, men's extravaganza. add, and then have this then main event. I like that. Not really sure why it says Extravaganza 3, but and then for Extravaganza 2, did the same thing, but for the female openweight division. Gloria Baker, Dana Stones, Evelyn Moore, Regina Barden, Beth Anderson. Women's Extravaganza. And then for our main event, Reginald Holmes and Aeon Cook. Perfect. Knockout Warriors. Alondra Pyle. Are you sure you want to add this fight? Yes, I do. Do you wish to add this fight? Yes, I do. Marvin Johnson. Yes, I do wish to add this fight. Okay. And then for catch weight 3, I just want to make sure it actually has catch weight 3. Okay, it is. Catch weight 3 to be announced. Okie dokie. Alrighty. We're going straight to the finals yeah, let's get into it. Welcome to ASP 13 First Strike, being held in Iowa. This is the 13th ASP show of 2000, with 7 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Our main event is the finals of the men's Gold Star. Brandon Rivera versus Benjamin Bowen is one of the quarterfinals. Sam Berry and Ted Kang is the other. Corey Tanner versus Craig Dillon is the third. And Derek Allman versus William Jackson is the last one. And we shall now see what happens into our main event, William Jackson versus Brandon Rivera. It looks like there's a huge mismatch between William Jackson and Brandon Rivera. We got a boxer versus somebody of mixed martial arts and BJJ. Glenn Altman is the referee. Willie Slater, Alden Adkison, and Stanley Murphy are our judges. And we start off now onto our main event. And William Jackson already has a cut underneath his eye. And Rivera hits the floor. He's been knocked out. William Jackson knocks out Brandon Rivera in punch of 19 seconds. Wow, that was quick. We got a 71 in the critical rating. We had a fantastic fight with Corey Turner and Craig Dillon. And a 34 in the commercial rating, so we're at right below mid-level regional. Popularities increases everywhere by a little bit, but it's still something. But yeah, looks like everybody had something that they wanted out of it. And we gained a bunch of money. We got $63,803 in profits. If we can keep making those kind of profits, that'd be great. A bunch of fighters have been released for AFO. George Vincent signed. Lester Appleton extends his deal with VFL. Patricia signs. AFO 2 is taking place as well. Our credibility went down. That's quite unfortunate. There was a major mismatch in the betting odds. And the lack of ranked fighters. And of course, the failed drug tests didn't help. Carl Bristow, Kelly DeVille, Kurt Strong, Milton Atherton, and we will go into matchmaking again. Knockout Warriors. Sure, I'm okay with this main eventing. Catch weight 3. Perfect. Okay. Um, event history. I think Euro Cable Sports is doing us wonders in terms of making profits. I also think we had our highest rating so far. Our highest attendance. Yeah, we've had our highest attendance so far, which is great. Automatic signings. Perfect. So we go down into the matchmaking once again. All or nothing. Mid-level regional. Aftershock. Mid-level regional. Mid-level regional. Men's Spotlight 3. Women's Spotlight 3. Okay. Now we got Dreader Bread. We will simulate to the Stars to be Made and Stars in the Making finals. We've got ASP 14 Dreader Bread being held in Michigan. This is the 14th ASP show of 2000. We're due to have 6 main fights and no preliminaries at all. The main event is the final of the Stars in the Making. The final of the Stars to be Made. And the semifinal of Stars in the Making, Stephen Gibbon versus Harvey Ayotte. Semifinal of Stars to be Made, Ava Rose Alter versus Brenda Riggs. The semifinal of Stars in the Making, Edgar Avendano versus Tom Diaz. And the semifinal of Stars to be Made, Marcia Alston versus Ariel McMahon. So let's see who goes to the final. Marcia Alston versus Brenda Riggs. Let's see it. With Christopher Michaels being our referee. Willie Slater, Darren Boone, and Edwin Patinkin. The judges. A major mismatch in the betting lines. Okay. We got a kickboxer versus mixed martial arts. Riggs appeared to have suffered a gash under her eye. And then the clock is stopped as Christopher Michaels wants to check in on Riggs with the cut. The doctor seems happy the cut isn't going to be an issue. I don't know why he decided to stop the fight 2 seconds before the round ended, but okie dokie. Riggs comes in fast looking for a takedown, and Alston cannot stop the takedown and gives up side control. Riggs tries to lock her into an armbar, and it's locked in tight enough. Alston taps out. Brenda Riggs won by submission. The fight was rated as great. Edgar Avendano versus Steven Gibson is up next. Is our main event. Christopher Michaels will ref. Willie Slater, Darren Boone, and Aaron Patinkin are the judges. And we are underway. Takedown is successful. Some small strikes. And now here's a submission attempt. Avendano blocks it. Gibson tries to lock an arm, but it doesn't work. Takedown attempt doesn't work. Got some dirty boxing going on. Round 2 is brought to an end. Avendano trying to maintain control. Oh, takedown attempt, and he gets it. And now there's a submission attempt, and it works, and Avendano has to tap. Steven Gibson won by submission, Von Flue choke. And we had a fantastic rated fight. So we got a 78% in the critical rating and 285 people in attendance with $20,092 in the gate. And we are 36% in the commercial rating. That brings us at slightly above mid-level regional. Some great stuff going on there. And the fights just kept on getting better up until the main event, which is great. Popularity does increase everywhere. 0.4%, 0.3%, 0.3%, 0.3%. Great stuff there. And we went to $44,735 in profit. So, yeah. I think we're doing a great job. A new signing for ASP, Kurt Strong. Let's go into the rankings once again. Kurt Strong is now ranked into the rankings, it looks like. He got put in at number 4. Let's go to matchmaking. Dora Lebowski. Sure, we'll put these two in. Kurt Strong and Ben Mitchell. He's got a medical suspension as of right now. We're back. Couple of fighters signed. Ben Mitchell is back from recovery, and we're getting set to do Aftershock in Missouri. Couple of fighters are almost done with AFO. Lance is on the market, apparently, to extend his contract with AFO. The DWA has closed their female bantamweight division. And now we're just waiting. Alexia Ackley. Dolores Rodriguez. I guess we'll be putting her into Women's Spotlight 3. Yeah. Here we go with Aftershock. We are into ASP 15 Aftershock, being held in Missouri. This is the 15th ASP show of 2000. We have 6 main fights and no prelims at all. Our main event is David Matravers versus Joshua Beneo. It is their first time fighting. Tamara Doyle versus Aria Matravers. I wonder if David and Aria are related or married or something. Archie Back versus Herbert McQueen. Free Bush versus Rivera. Carl Guest. Arlene Holmes versus Jane Stanley. Alright, we got 66% in the critical rating and 29% in the commercial rating. So we were just below low level regional. I'm a little worried about that, but knockout, unanimous decision, TKO, strikes, knockout punch, unanimous. Yeah, popularity did decrease, but only by 0.1%. So it's not that big of a deal. And we got to $41,198 in profit. And Claudia Alger sustained a separated shoulder during her training. All right. Dora Lebowski is a light heavyweight. Louise Holt is also a light heavyweight, so could we potentially put them two against each other in a catch weight? Nope. I think I would have done so already if I did. If I already knew that Dora's a light heavyweight, Louise Holt is a light heavyweight, so I don't really understand why that's. Not really sure why that's a problem, but oh well. We did go down in popularity, but that's okay. Um, we're hopefully going to gain popularity again. High voltage. High voltage is tonight. So we got high voltage in Mississippi. We've got Daryl Reeves taking on Ariane Perry. That is our main event. Ellers versus Kathleen Dillon. Our co-main event. Don Plotchek versus Brandon Albog. That's our next fight. Aurella David versus Dolores Cronin. Bradley Ross versus Dennis. That is his. Riley Ross versus Dennis and Fez. Jessica Bryant versus Amy Hurst. Got a 69 in the critical rating and a 34 commercial rating, so that puts us below, slightly right below mid-level regional. Popularity increases in America. There was no changes elsewhere. That's okay. Great, decent, good, good, great, good. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Injury with a fight canceled. More fights canceled. Matchmaking. Do 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 do. Alrighty, and now we're getting set for black and white. Let's do it. Alvin Apple versus Wesley Broughton is our main event. Annabella Cuthill versus Karen McGraw. Craig Sanders versus Leonard Alt. This is our co-main event, by the way. Aspen Blanchard versus Jacqueline Armbuster. Joel Alberton versus Wayne Kowalski. And Pearl Roberts versus Gladys Williams. And we got 71 in the critical rating and a 36 in the commercial. That brings us slightly above mid-level regional. So he should gain popularity. Let's take a look. Popularity does increase in Japan and the United States, 0.4%. Puts us at losing $3,577 and we did not make profit off of that, but it's okay. Bunch of more fighters were released from AFO. An injury caused some injuries are causing fights to get canceled. At Women's Spotlight 1. Yeah. And we got to 88 in credibility. We're at 79 in stability. So, yeah, let's get into it now. The power of the people is ASP's being held in Indiana. This is the 18th ASP show of 2000 with 6 main fights and no prelims at all. Gloria Aroma versus Abigail Aycock and is our main event. Terry Howard versus Corey Adkins and Maureen Lebowski. Austin Ashby versus Thomas Westbrook. Tina Alpert versus Azalia Buenteo. And Corey Murphy versus Clifford Arguelles. And we got to 68% in the critical rating, 37 in the commercial rating, so we're above mid-level regional. Decent, good, great, good, great, good. Popularity increases by 0.4 in America and Japan. Still ended up losing money. It was $2,451 a loss. But yeah, let's get into it. We're showing some great stuff. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you on the flip side.